Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Polly and we're here to review another fragrance. So let me know if you prefer condense or like just a few fragrances reviewed at one video. You prefer them shorter videos dedicated to one, or you don't really care and you like a little bit of everything. Kind of like me. If you're wondering what's on my lips, it's what's the name of that brand? Oh yeah, MAC Heroin. Love it. Beautiful. Look at that. Ooh. I just figured it's really going to suit this fragrance. So, we all heard about Lattafa and Oud Mood, didn't we? So did I. And I was hesitant to get the Oud Mood because as much as I like Oud, I don't like it harsh. I don't like it strong. I don't like it beastie. I don't like it to be the main focus of a fragrance. And as I'm reaching out and sniffing, I got a few samples from Montserrat and Montal. I encountered a couple of ouds, and yes, they are more of a luxury brand. But that's how it introduced me the fact that oud can be like soft as a velvet, or it can be very harsh from the same brands. And honestly, Oud Mood just kind of sounded something that will not suit me because of the level and the type of oud there. But then I encountered on Amazon this guy. It's also Oud Mood by Lattafa, but this is the Reminiscence. That's how it comes. Isn't that cute? Now, inside we have the bottle. And this is how the bottle looks like. It also has these ribbons, but they're all silver. And that's the bottle. Beautiful bottle, nice and heavy, beautiful presentation, love. Now, let's take a look at the notes. The notes are very interesting. So at the top, we have saffron and raspberry. In the heart, geranium and cardamom. Cardamom and geranium. And in the base, you have oud, sandalwood, musk, cedar, vetiver, and cardamom. No. Yeah. Twice cardamom. Okay. But I found one review for this fragrance in a language I understand. And it compared it to the original Oud Mood. And it said that this is Oud Mood took a vacation. It is chilling. I was like, score. Because that's how it's at. That the oud isn't really strong. Nothing is really like jumping at you. It's very, very mild and chill. I'm like, check. Let me give it a try. And it was like 20 something dollars on Amazon. And I have to say that I completely agree with that review. It's a little bit spicy, you know, from that saffron and the cardamom. And so it has that. The oud is very mild and very polite. It is on the vacation. It wants to be left alone. It doesn't want to perform. It's like the fact that I'm here is enough. Like, I'm not going to be bothered to do no work. It's just there. It's just there. And that's how I like my oud. Just there. Just be there. But don't do nothing more. It is beautiful. So you can, at the open, oh God, it's beautiful. So absolutely unisex. Any man can pull this off, 100%. It almost like for a few seconds in the opening, it almost has a cologne kind of even whiff. And those spices, very kind of masculine, but because everything is so mellow and so nice and polite, easily feminine, and that kind of makes it very edgy for a woman, you know? But it's nothing potent, nothing aggressive. You're not going to choke yourself or nobody else, but just the notes themselves are of that nature. But not the performance, but the kind of the explosion of them is toned down. The performance, by the way, is great, is excellent. Nothing, you know, 12 hours, but still very, very good. And the rose, I wouldn't say the rose is very permanent. I think the rose and the geranium kind of together, and they just give a nice, nice feel. But there's nothing really floral that popping out, nothing very feminine popping out, nothing particular masculine. This is a very easy, safe oud fragrance. It's a little spicy, it's a little bit floral, it's a little bit woody, it's a little bit oudy, but nothing too much. Nothing smoky is happening here, nothing heavy. This would be beautiful kind of oud for spring and summer. It's not a fresh oud, I wouldn't say that. I did order a fragrance that is a fresh oud that is just exceptional. But wouldn't be it because it is spicy. But because it's not aggressive, it doesn't punch you. The oud isn't in the front. Nothing. The spices, they're not overloading anything, or your senses. It's just perfect, easily for year round. But obviously, this would be beautiful in the winter and fall. But because of how this is represented, how the presentation of this scent is year round. And these kind of fragrances, I'm just learning over and over and over that these Middle Eastern fragrances do smell better in the heat. All of the notes really open up. There is a reason for all of these notes, and certain temperatures hide certain notes. Like a raspberry. Raspberry does so much better in heat. It's just that we're so comfortable. Oh, we're hearing, woods and spices. Oh, that's automatically winter and fall. Well, no, not necessarily. So, but because it's not aggressive, it's not going to choke you in the heat either. It's just going to be beautiful. And it's edgy. At the beginning, it's a little bit more intense, and then it calms down. So in terms of, I kind of whispered that, didn't I? It calms down. I wouldn't say, honestly, in terms of projection or trail, I don't know, because I haven't been walking around asking people, like, can you still smell me? So that didn't happen. And usually I'm wearing my fragrances alone in my room when I'm studying. So again, all I can say is, can I smell myself, and for how long? And this one, I can definitely smell myself easily for 4 hours, if not longer. And it calms a little bit down. Like, I don't feel overwhelmed with this fragrance. And I do get overwhelmed with ouds. I do get overwhelmed with very intense Middle Eastern and spices. I'm not the biggest fan. It gets just too much, and it interferes. Plus, I like layering things, and I like adding things. And if you have something so aggressive, you can't add nothing to it. It's just gonna kind of like a Pac-Man, just eat it up. So what's the point? But not this one. With this one, you can easily layer any kind of rose fragrances if you want to make it more rosy. You can add this to fragrances if you want to make them a little bit more oudy and woody, just, that hint to give them a little bit more character. So this would be perfect for me, at least, to layer, because this is the kind of oud that I like. I don't like it to be aggressive. I don't like it to be a Pac-Man that just devours anything around it. I like it to be just like this. And I love this this fragrance, the character of it. It's very Middle Eastern. It is very unisex. It is spicy. It is floral and oudy, but everything is very calm, very calm. It's not fresh. It's just very calm. Nothing is too much of anything. You can easily overspray with this. You don't have to be careful. I mean, you saw how I'm spraying, and I'm spraying this on this, and it's just wonderful. I love it. I love it. I think it can be beautiful on a man during daytime. I think men, if you love these kind of fragrances, I think you would love this. And especially the fact that the rose is not the main, you can barely tell. Just it kind of gives a little bit of a character. I think for a man that loves kind of those more masculine notes, but he doesn't want it to be like too much. He just wants to go to the office just during the day or just hanging out with his friends, but he doesn't want to project and, you know, something, ooh la la. And this would be it. It's so good. It's beautiful. And I don't think really that it would project all that far. I think it would be kind of an arm's length at best. And which is kind of nice because it's very comfy and cozy, has a little bit like an intimate feel to it from the spices, but it's inviting because when a person approaches you, they can smell you, but they're not like, oh God, that's a lot of oud, oh man, ooh, spices, you know, or even if they enjoy that fragrance that you have, approaching you too close, it's kind of not practical because it's too much, because not everybody enjoys this. Plus you applied something because you're in the mood for it, but doesn't mean that other people are. So using a very bold, aggressive fragrance with very, you know, specific kind of notes, you are taking a risk that you're using that fragrance almost as a wall between you and the rest of the world, and you're making a statement for yourself. But you're not very approachable at that moment. This one is. This one is very approachable. It's interesting, it's warm, it's woody, it's spicy, but it's not, it doesn't eat anybody. Anyone can come close to you and maybe even warm up next to you just because of its nature. So I really, really, really love this fragrance. It's fantastic. Ragba can take a break. This so much better in my opinion, because it's not too much and the sweetness is not too much. It's sweet, but not too much. Nothing here is too much. It's a little bit dry, but a little bit sweet, and a little bit here and a little bit there. Fantastic. So yay, I love this. This was a great find. Just really wanted to share it with you guys in case you have kind of my taste and you do want something different and unique and have a variety in your collection. But these kind of fragrances, you can't handle the ooh, you know, in your face, and you don't have to. They don't have to be like that. You can get all of that experience and still be very comfortable with it and have other people very comfortable with you. So yes, Oud Mood Reminiscence. Reminiscence? Yes, Reminiscence. There you go. Check it out. Highly recommend. All right, guys. Well, that is it for my review. Any questions, just put them down there. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe. Till next time. Bye, guys.